Yeah. What up, YouTube? Deuce the name. Talking wrestling is the game. TNA's Bound for Glory went off without a hitch, as we know. If you watched my last review video, I reviewed Bound for Glory. It was pretty good, man. I got to give it a B. Solid B. But here's the thing. We spoke about TNA's financial situation last week. As of Friday, the show was going on. Saturday, they got a $3 million investment. All right, a mystery investor. Billy Corgan and the WWE were negotiating all week last week to buy TNA. Billy Corgan wants full ownership. Dixie Carter still owns majority ownership of TNA. Everyone who tries to purchase TNA has run into the wall known as the Carter family. Dixie's father, Bob Carter, is apparently done giving his daughter money for wrestling. If that's the case, why aren't they able to buy out the remaining 70% from Dixie Carter? She doesn't want to sell it. The company is falling, and it's falling fast. They taped some shows last night for Impact that will get them through December. Second week of December, actually. They said if they can't make it, they don't get the money in December, they'll run best of TNA shows for the last 2 weeks of December into January of 2017. If that happens, and they don't get the money needed, I believe whoever this third investor is has to be a big name in wrestling. I remember Jeff Jarrett and Toby Keith were going to buy TNA. Dixie wouldn't sell. I spoke about that in my last video. Jeff started Global Force Wrestling, which is slowly becoming non-existent. Sinclair, who also runs Ring of Honor, they're interested in buying TNA. If anything, only to turn it into Ring of Honor and use that television slot on Pop TV for Ring of Honor. The big question about TNA now is, who was that mystery third investor? Some people are saying Phil Brooks. I highly doubt that. We all know CM Punk wants nothing to do with professional wrestling. Could it be Jeff Jarrett? I think if it was Jeff Jarrett, it would have been in the news. I firmly and strongly believe that the WWE will end up purchasing the tape library and closing down TNA before the beginning of 2017. Now, that doesn't mean Vince is going to buy the company flat out, rate it for its stars, and close it down. He really just wants the tape library. And again, I don't know why. The talent TNA has is extraordinary. If Vince were to want to purchase TNA and keep it around, he could, in turn, keep it around and take some of the main stars, put them on NXT, but a lot of them are stars that he's fired already. Stars he didn't want. The land of the misfit wrestlers is TNA. But again, the only big question is, who is that third investor? So TNA taped a bunch of shows last night for Impact, and they crowned a brand, spoiler alert, a brand new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And this is why I believe this company has been dying a slow death. They had their biggest show of the year, Bound for Glory. They have undoubtedly, arguably their biggest star in EC3. He loses to Bobby Lashley on pay-per-view. After months of trying to get a shot at Bobby Lashley, he loses. Then you tape Impact the very next night, and Eddie Edwards is the new TNA World Champ. So again, they decide to go in a brand new direction. Why? Something is not being said about this third investor that might keep TNA around. But I am almost certain that the WWE will swoop in eventually and buy it. Now, remember, WWE wants the tape library, they want to shut it down. Billy Corgan wants to keep it alive. Sinclair's in the running because they want Ring of Honor on television. Ring of Honor has the better product, they have the better wrestlers, they have the more loyal fan base. I enjoy TNA wrestling, I enjoy the competition. I think it's good for the sport of professional wrestling to have a TNA Impact. I do not believe, however, Dixie Carter is good for TNA Impact. They need to get rid of Dixie Carter, and that's the only, I cannot stress that fact enough. TNA Wrestling's still alive and well. We still don't know who the third investor is. Bound for Glory went off without a hitch. They taped their Impact shows. They're going to be taping all week. So expect spoilers online. If you don't want spoilers, you don't want to know, you want to watch when it comes on down the end of October, then don't read the spoilers. Remember, here on Let's Talk Wrestling, it's just me, S Deuce, you, the viewer, the camera. That's all I need, man. No gimmicks needed. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Let's Talk Wrestling and who's gonna buy TNA.